Directors will meet in regular session Thursday, April 18th, 2024, 7 p.m. in the auditorium in Brownsville Area High School, 1 Falcon Drive, Brownsville, PA, for general purposes. Roll call, please.
Here. Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Mr. Gates.
Here.
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 Stand for the pledge. And Jody, Mr. Gannon. I don't know if you called Mr. Gannon, but he isn't. Okay.
I can't hear you. Everybody knows.
Okay. Dr. Harper?
Yeah, just one quick remark. I just want the public to know that we have been listening intently. This board has had some very serious conversations. I think we're in a direction now that where we're going to be moving in regarding looking to get some of our public involved with some of the things that we're looking at doing from a policy standpoint. We're looking at things that we can do better from a board standpoint, and we're looking at things how we can continue to move forward as a group. So I wanted to make sure that the public understood that as we sit here today. All right? And then I think, Mr. Dorsey, you said you just want to do an exec session now.
Yeah, I'd like to do it before we get down through the agenda and get, like, it's dealing with personnel.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let the public talk, and then once they get done,
You
we
got
can
it.
do that.
Sorry. Okay, so, Mr. Hartsbauer, I just heard you say that you were talking about a committee or something with the public. Here's my question number one. Who decides who gets to be a part of this committee? From the public, because it's gotta be people who I see quite involved, if you want my honest opinion.
Ms. Gibble, and I don't want to get into a question and answer. We're at the very early stages of these conversations. Once we understand how we want to go about this, we will roll this out so the public understands.
Okay, is that the same kind of conversation that you guys had about the Bluestein policy? Because that was on your agenda for August.
Mrs. Gibble, as I said, we are looking to move
2023.
forward. We are looking to move forward with this, and we will.
Well, that's what I'm
advocate-
saying, you said that before, that's why I'm asking for reiteration, to make sure, because the bully policy hasn't been updated yet either. Question number two, moving forward, the middle school TSA plan is not up to date, so I don't know how you're getting accurate numbers and basing anything on what you're doing in the middle school. High schools is, elementary is, but anything that you're trying to improve, the middle school is not up to date. It's 22-23 school year. How's that helping us when most of the majority of our issues are coming from the middle school? Most of our fights are coming from the middle school. That is your highest fight rate. So what are we doing about this? Because there's nothing to show me improvements. Do you have an answer for why there is no updated version? But the other two schools have it.
Ms. Gibble, I will tell you your facts are not accurate, in either with the TSI or the fights.
But they are accurate, sir. Please do not stop me, because I actually just got that document from your own page. From your own browser, and it's printed. Like, if I have to go and start printing them and emailing them to you, I will.
Mrs. Gibble, in order for our TSI to be approved, the Department of Education has to approve that. The Department of Education has approved our ATSI plans with
So why do we have two updated and one not?
I'm not sure where you're looking or what you're doing, but our,
On your documents on your page, go to your phone, pull up the documents, go under superintendent documentations. I can tell you how to get to it
if
right
there's
now.
something that's incorrect on our website, we will look at that, but I can assure you that all of
So
our.
then how is that incorrect? Because that's what you told us to do to get our information, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah,
That is
you're-
public documentation that should be updated then correctly.
Yes. Mrs. Gibble, if you would like this, again, and I know you don't like to hear this, if you would call us in advance, we could be more prepared to answer these questions for you. At this time, I'm not going to take any more questions or answer any of your questions. You can speak, but I'm not going to answer any more questions.
So you're not gonna answer any more questions? Okay, so then Jeremy, this question is gonna be directed towards you. What are we doing about the agenda not updating for the review for Hartsbauer when we've asked for this several times, and that falls on you?
I don't understand your question.
So I've asked that from public standpoint for a review to be done, an evaluation for Hartbauer for over a year.
Oh, that's gonna be, yeah, I can answer that. That's between the board and Dr. Hartbauer.
So who can answer that question when this review is gonna be done?
Well, I can
Because
tell you, we're working toward that.
we've been
under
working
the-
towards that for a year, so
well,
like what days?
I
Because
can
it
only
only
answer
takes 30 days.
I can
Mrs.
only answer you
Gibble,
that
we-
we're working toward it now.
We had a discussion about that on Monday.
Okay.
What we have to do, we have to meet as a board and with Dr. Hartbauer. We have to negotiate what the goals are going to be, and he accepts them, and we can start that evaluation process then, once we put it on paper. And we can't very well do it right now and do an accurate evaluation if we create goals tomorrow,
Okay,
because we only have a month or so until June 30th. So we're gonna have to come up with these goals that would be ongoing throughout the summer and the next year. So we have met, we have talked about those things, and the process has started.
okay, so we're hopefully looking by maybe like the beginning of the next school year, having a review done? Or like an evaluation started, or is that,
That's the plan.
Goals will
Okay.
be in place.
all right. So then I guess I have no more questions for right now because Dr. Hartbauer refuses to answer my questions.
Jody? Who's next? Oh,
Hi. I think by now you know I'm Robin. It's kind of disheartening that Mr. Hartbauer won't answer questions, but that's okay. I just want to go over a couple things that I researched before I came, and one of them is what are the goals of a superintendent? To identify needs. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Of course it won't. Did you put a whammy on my phone? To identify needs and policies, develop regulations, provide leadership, and manage the day-to-day operation of the district. What are the functions of the superintendent? In many ways, superintendents are managers who oversee the day-to-day operations of a school district, but they are also leaders who aspire to improve student achievement. Moreover, superintendents are advocates, confidants, experts, whatever the role their district or students need to fulfill. Let's just get to what are the duties for safety? Both superintendents and safety coordinators must perform regular site inspections. The doors were open. They must not be doing their inspections. Superintendents inspect the progress of the project and ensure that it is in line with the right quality standards. Safety coordinators inspect the site for hazards and make sure that all areas are compliant. The board is the boss of the superintendent. So all you guys are accountable for him. They're responsible for hiring and firing the superintendent and evaluating his or her performance on a regular basis. That hasn't been done. A school principal leads the whole school community, including students, teachers, staff, parents, and community partners. They are the liaison between the school and the district leadership. School principals manage the administration of all work related to students, teachers, and staff. What is the role of the superintendent? Promotes the success of all students. No students left behind. supports the efforts of the Board of Trustees to keep the district focused on learning and achievement. What are the benefits of being a superintendent? The superintendent is uniquely positioned to provide direction, stimulate action, protect the learning interest of the children and youth. That isn't being done with the bullying and the fights.
I'm gonna have to limit you to your 3 minutes if you wanna finish it.
Did I go over 3 minutes already?
Yes.
It said 5 if I
That's
called in.
on Monday. Go ahead.
Are you bored? So let's go on to the evaluation and then I'll quit. A board's responsibility as policymakers includes crafting a policy, regulations, and procedures for a quality performance evaluation system for all employees, including the superintendent. And there's a guideline for that. It's to be done yearly, not every 7 years. I don't.
Any other public comment?
Mr. Dorsey, you gonna do that now, or you wanna continue through?
Do we want to do it now or before we hit education?
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll get through these next few.
I didn't hear you.
After education, or right before.
Before,
that.
okay.
So item 4, I need a motion to approve the agenda and related materials for incorporation in the minutes. Megan?
Yep.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Questions? All in favor?
Okay.
Opposed? Item 5, need a motion to approve the March 21st and March 28th, 2024 board minutes.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Questions?
Yeah,
Question, Mr. President.
Go ahead, Rob.
The board minutes that were spoken Monday night, has that been rectified at this point? Mr. Dorsey had a concern, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, Mr. Bashir, I know we were told about how minutes are supposed to be done on Monday, and like with everything, I do my own research. And I know definitely if a board member requests something to be put in the minutes, then it should be in the minutes. And right now, I'm requesting the following statement that I'm going to make be recorded verbatim into the minutes of this meeting. And I have a copy of what I'm going to say. I'll give you to make it a little easier. Okay, on Monday, April 15th, 2024, I requested that the minutes of the March meeting be corrected to reflect an incident that happened during that meeting. At the point of public comment, a speaker, who just happened to be my son, Andy IV, came to the microphone, and a school district employee from the other side of the auditorium over there shouted over not to let him speak because he wasn't a resident of the district. He then says, "Yes, I am." He starts to pull out identification. Some other things were said across. On Monday, I asked for the minutes to be fixed and for that to be added into it, and obviously it hasn't been. So I'm going to vote no on these minutes here because they're not correct. When I asked Jody, or Dr. Hartbauer asked Jody about the minutes, she stated that she is only supposed to, she went to a training, she's only supposed to put in the motions, the votes, and how they turned out, and not put in long extended comments about other stuff in the meeting. But if you look through the minutes that we have in our packet, there are detailed comments from Robin Toth, Terry Christopher, Charlie Gibble, Andy Dorsey IV, Michael Bernat, Katie Ullery, Michael Ullery, and Heather Nativio. So all those people had their comments on what was going on put into there. So I don't know, are we just supposed to have the motions and the votes? Was there a reason to pick and choose which things to put in the agenda? Was something left out purposely to protect a district employee? I don't know. I'm still waiting for answers on a lot of that. And I'm just saying that I will not vote on those minutes from that meeting because they are not correct. That's all I had to say about that.
Roll call.
No, being they're not rectified, I vote no.
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 Yes.
No.
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 So, item 6, Mr. Columbia.
Just point of order there, so what I understand now needs to happen is that those need to be corrected, and then we need to vote on them again at the next meeting.
Correct.
Correct.
And one more thing, Mr. Dorsey, you said you're going to give that written statement?
I have it right here. I'll give it to Jody after the meeting.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So it'll actually be in 2 meeting minutes.
Yes.
Not just 1. Got a 2-for-1 special.
Not you, Patty.
Approval of the April General Fund, Capital Fund, Title I, and Title IIA, 2D, Cafeteria Fund, and Treasurer Financial Reports.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. President, I would request a roll call vote, please.
Roll call?
Yes.
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 And Mr. President, not to be facetious, I'm not trying to create a problem here. Being it's dealing with money, I would like always roll call votes, as you know. So, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody votes yay, then it's a moot point. If someone says no, I'll do a roll call. I get it though. It's
So
fine.
I understand, Mr. President. I'm not trying to hold the meeting.
No, you're fine. Item 7, need a motion to approve the funds below.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion, second. Questions? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Okay. Mr. Dorsey?
I would like make a motion for executive session for personnel reasons, probably legal with it too.
Have a motion for an exec.
Second.
Personnel and legal, second. Question?
Just a comment. Is it possible, and I know it's not, but to put a time limit on this thing? I mean, I don't mean 5 minutes, but I mean not an hour.
Can't
Can't do that one.
anticipate that. I know we don't anticipate that for sure.
I'm just saying. I'm
All in
in favor.
favor?
Go ahead, I'm in favor.
Aye.
Opposed? In at 7:19.